Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of my Food for Thought series. Some of you guys really enjoy this, and although there has definitely been no lack of political or newsworthy stories this week, I am saving all the juicy topics for the stream on Moisky Live tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time or 9:30 GMT. Be there if you want to see me talk about the Democratic debates, Trump and Iran, and other shit going on. Anyway, back on topic. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that came to me today while I was at work. And that is the topic of stress and anxiety. Now, ordinarily, this kind of topic would be handled with a careful tone, but I'm actually going to talk about the good effects of stress and anxiety interwoven with the bad. And, I don't know, I'm in a weird mood. Anywho's, everyone has experienced some form of stress, work stress, home stress, relationship stress, etc. Stress is one, but not all, causes of anxiety, which is, in my opinion, a manifestation of the effects of stress. That being said, stress and anxiety plagued many of us, at least stereotypically, in schooling. The idea of work not getting done on time, not understanding things in class, expectations being way too high, but you not wanting to disappoint those who have those expectations for you. Everyone goes through this in some way or another. And some of us appear to handle it better than others. This is not to say that just because you are not personally able to manifest your stress as I'm about to describe, this does not mean that you are any less capable as a person. You simply handle things differently. Now, stress, as mentioned previously, can manifest in anxiety. This feeling of deep concern, of discomfort in your surroundings, a situation that makes you seek out a place to feel better, at home or at ease, whatever. We on the YouTube critic side of things occasionally joke at the expense of people who we consider feigning this idea of anxiety by requesting safe spaces. Now, whether you agree with us or not, that is not today's topic of conversation. The idea that a safe space is required as one sees fit is not the same as someone who faces a random anxiety attack. I'm sorry, it's simply not. Sincerely, a former counselor. But anyway, actual anxiety attacks can happen for no reason at all, not just with the existence of a stressful situation. People who suffer from this kind of anxiety disorder should, and often do, seek some kind of therapy for their condition, provided that this also does not cause an anxious environment. Now, this is negative anxiety. There is positive anxiety too. People call it butterflies sometimes. Cold feet at weddings, right? Like, that is not a negative occasion, but one could say a bride or groom of unspecified genders suffers anxiety when they get cold feet at a wedding. Things like this kind of anxiety, and similar conditions when discussing stress, has been able to provide people with an incredible experience that has at times forged them into stronger people for being able to overcome this stressful situation or anxious moment. Consider a person who is stressed out at work. Long hours, difficult work, but it's not challenging per se, but it is tedious and does bring you to the limits of your topical knowledge. As frustrating as it may be, as the work becomes complete, you as the worker have developed the skills and knowledge to take on the same kind of work that you consider difficult again, but with greater success. This might mean you do it faster, or you can do something similar in nature in a similar amount of time. In this circumstance, you have overcome your anxiety that you felt while being challenged and met the stress with a force it couldn't withstand, and you pressed through it. And any time a person accomplishes this, especially those who suffer from anxiety, but definitely not forgetting those who do not, it should be commended by that person's close friends, or others, co-workers, colleagues, etc. As a person finishes a marathon, the other runners will often look upon the runner with respect. Now, there are several thousand who run marathons, and it is a challenging task. Your body and mind are stressed to a point that most people simply do not comprehend until you attempt to run one. But when a person finishes, whether you finish 100th or 1000th, you have completed a marathon, and that is nothing to scoff at. As you face challenges in your life that fill you with dread to imagine going up against it, or as you are faced with a task that causes undue stress into your life, depending on the circumstances, you could choose to avoid it, and this very well may be an option you want to take. Or in the context in which we are speaking, you can rise to the challenge and see if you've got what it takes to overcome the struggle and become stronger in the end. Now, as I said at the beginning, this is in no way me, Trups, advising you, the viewer, to take on a task that you are not prepared for or want to engage in. This is simply food for thought. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and leave a like and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I will see you all soon.